Midweek News, Episode 106, for December the 18th, 2024. Scrcpy 3.0 is now available to mirror your Android device. This is a welcome change for anyone who wants to mirror their Android device to their phone. I will have to take a look at this new version, and actually they already have version 3.1 released. FlatHub to introduce paid apps and easy donation options. Previously reported and related to the article about FlatHub seeking a consultant to help them through this transition, current work is being funded by Endless, with several key objectives outlined in the article. As long as there are still some free apps available, I'm okay with sending a few dollars back to the open source developers. Raspberry Pi 500 computer launched with official Pi monitor. It's nice to see an updated computer and a keyboard option with the Pi 500. The monitor is something I hadn't seen coming, but it does make sense. The Pi 500 can be purchased starting at $90 or as a $120 kit, which includes the mouse, power supply, and HDMI cable. The Pi monitor is sold at $100 US. OpenMandriva LX 24.12 released with Cosmic Desktop Spin and Kernel 6.12. This takes me back. My first Linux distribution after starting with Red Hat was Mandrake, and OpenMandriva is a descendant of that distribution. The GNOME and LX Qt spins have also been updated if you want something a little more production quality. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me take a look at this in an upcoming video or live stream. Systemd 257 has been released. This release brings a mix of groundbreaking updates and reworked functionality. Definitely a look, as most, but not all, Linux distributions are moving towards Systemd. Some of these changes definitely seem interesting, even if it will be a bit before I'm ready to test them. Linux Mint 22.1 Xia Beta is now available with Cinnamon 6.4 desktop. The crown jewel of this release is the Cinnamon 6.4 desktop. Other changes include faster software manager utility, updated file naming utility, modernized app dependencies for better package management, enhanced power management, and more. The production-ready release of Mint 22.1 is expected around the Christmas holiday. OBS Studio 31 brings improvements for streamers. New features include NVIDIA Blur filter and background blur for RTX GPUs, browser source and docks updated to Chromium 127 on all platforms, new preview scroll bars and zoom scale indicators. The big one is the first-party YouTube chat features, which will better facilitate management of live chats with tools for polls, Q&A, rich emoji inputs, and moderation. Feature removal. OBS Studio's NVENC implementation is dropping support for NVIDIA Kepler GPUs. Support for Ubuntu 22.04 LTS and Windows 7 have been removed. Other improvements and bug fixes: pipewire memory leak has been fixed, and crashes on Linux with the QSV encoder were fixed. You can view the full details of release notes with the link in the article. How Linux Mint is silently redefining user experience. Often recommended for Linux beginners, Mint is also one of the shrinking number that offers an OEM install option. Mint is pretty consistent in providing a simple blog post explaining how they are making things better by listening to community feedback. Mint releases don't always bring a visual makeover, and the interface has remained very similar for a number of years, specifically when talking about Cinnamon. The changes between the 19 and 22 releases are often subtle and bring things like rounded corners and tweaked accent colors. Many of the larger changes are happening behind the scenes, which is not necessarily a bad thing, especially for Linux newcomers. GearLever, the AppImage manager. We are still in the early days of the universal package formats on Linux. Having an app that helps to manage AppImage files may be a game changer for some. GearLever allows drag and drop file support, managing AppImage updates, opening AppImages from the file manager, and it supports CLI apps. If you want to streamline your use of AppImage distributed applications, you could do worse than to take a look at GearLever. Mastering OpenSSH on Debian. If you've never set up OpenSSH on Debian, this is a great starting point. Brought to you by the fine people at Linux Journal. While there is a security section to the article, keep in mind that this tutorial is still using RSA keys instead of ED25519. In addition, they do cover creating simple firewall rules for both UFW and IP tables. And last but not least, we have our Flatpak App of the Week. While GearLever is great for managing app images, many people have both AppImage and Flatpak apps on their systems. This is where Easy Flatpak comes in handy. While you can use the App Store in your distribution, and many of them do support Flatpak these days, Easy Flatpak takes this to the next level by having what they call recipes for install. The example given is for the Steam install. Easy Flatpak will ask the user to choose a folder for game storage before installation. While not a necessity, this is a nice touch. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of episode 106 of Midweek News. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.